Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from the top 16 of the ACE Flight Club Championship. Today, we were going to have Paul Westwood versus Steve Cutillo. I'm joined today by Darren Granger. He's about to read you the list and break down what's going on here. Now, before we do that, I want to let you know that today, all of our rounds are brought to you by the Galactic Championship Series. Tickets are on sale now at goldsquadronpodcast.com. You can type !Galaxies, or if you're watching later on YouTube, click the link in the description below. We're going to go ahead and get this started. All right, Darren, let's go ahead and see what those lists are, and I'm going to open up the Choose Your Champion betting.
These all come in at 50 points a pop and all at Initiative 3. And then over on the right-hand side of your screen, we've got Player 2, Steve Cutillo, and he's flying the Imperials. So we've got Commandant Goran in the Interceptor, and then we've got 4 Strikers, not Reapers, Strikers. Always get those two mixed up. 4 Black Squadron Scouts in the TIE Striker. All of them have disciplined and thermal detonators. So we saw yesterday some of the new content out that's been released this week on the Imperial side. And here we've got it again. It's that disciplined upgrade card and a new Interceptor pilot. So I'm going to read out Captain Goran. Is after a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 with a lower initiative than yours partially executes a maneuver, it may perform a red focus action. So what that means is these Black Squadron Scouts, because of the adaptive ailerons is a maneuver, it means that they can do the ailerons maneuver, bump, perform a red focus action, and then do a blue maneuver to clear it, and then have a barrel roll or an evade as an option.
Oh,
really,
my goodness.
Really good synergy there.
Oh, my God. I just realized. I was like, oh, my God.
It's disgusting.
So you can...
you bump, do a red focus, do a blue move, get a focus evade every round. It's disgusting.
Oh, my goodness. Comandante. My goodness. All right. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yep. And he can also do it to him. No, he can't do it to himself because it's a lower initiative than him. But yeah, with those thermal detonators as well, that's a lot of bombs, a lot of board control. So it's a very, very interesting matchup that we've got here. And honestly, this would be a tough one to call. What was interesting is just before we started, these two played each other in Swiss yesterday. And I believe Steve won that matchup. Is that correct, Dion?
Yeah, Steve Cutillo won it, and what Jonah was telling us, because he's our guy on the floor. By the way, Jonah on stats all day today, did a great job yesterday, and I'm looking forward to continuing seeing his awesome work with the players and for the stats. They had a game yesterday. Steve won, and then after the game, Steve actually talked about how to beat his list. Like they had an in-depth conversation on the weaknesses of his list, and could be set up for a unfortunate kind of self-revenge of the Swiss because he's given Paul the keys to being able to win.
Yeah, just pro tip for people: if you're ever going to give away the secrets of your list to somebody, do it after the tournament. Don't do it after Swiss. Because you never know when you're going to meet somebody again.
Mm-hmm. And Smallenberg here could say maybe lies of the Empire ? I mean, it is definitely possible. But that's going to really come from Paul's perspective, right? He has to determine how. What's the word I'm looking for? How. Paul needs to determine how much information Steve actually gave him. Now we don't know that information. That's the piece that we don't have. We're not sure what it is. Could it have something to do with the fact that the Jedis are strafing away? We don't really know. We don't have that information, but I do find
and it comes down to personal interpretation and insight as well. So Paul may fly his list very different to other Jedi that we've seen. We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the advice that Steve could have given him is fly Jedi like this. Who knows? Like,
how do you win? Fly better? Question mark.
Fly better. That's a different podcast entirely.
Yeah. So right now, looking at the Choose Your Champion betting, we have a heavy favorite. For Steve right now. 70% of the vote right now going his way.
Honestly, I would vote for Steve as well, but that's because I like lists that have got disgusting synergy. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Delta 7 Jedi. They are a great ship. They're effectively in that configuration X-wings with the Force.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. And let's talk about some of the different variations that Steve can have, right? Because it's not only just like, oh, I bumped into you and I get this focus dual blue. He can do it in a self-bump train, right?
Yeah. So he could move the like where he is now. He could do a one forward aileron with that red squadron, with the red-black squadron. Sorry, bump. Do a with the ailerons. Bump. Do a red focus, and then self bump again, and stay exactly where he is, pretty much, just with a focus. The ability that he's got there to the order of activation, because they're all initiative 3, and more importantly because he's got a deep enough bid. I mean, his list comes in at 193. That's a healthy bid that we're seeing there. That means that he's able to, especially against these Jedi Knights, he's moving after them, which means it allows him not only to, I know I said focus evade, which is great, but it gives him focus on a reposition.
Yep.
So he's got a pre-move reposition, and then a barrel roll that's option available to him. Really good.
On top of that, I think the other reason for the bid is with so many other big players right now at Initiative 3, specifically those TIE V1s, lots of Inquisitors and Barons of the Empire out there. So I think it speaks well of Steve's list building strategy of what he was looking to do here. And by the way, Steve was our top player in Swiss, 6-0. 6-0. So he knows he's got something there. And, the focus evade shenanigans might be the thing that brings these generic strikers up, because the reality is that the Black Squadron Scouts are one of the ships that we really haven't seen very much. Very early 2nd edition, when they were a little bit too cheap, they were spammed with bombs, but they quickly fell out. And then when I'm talking about early 2nd edition, I mean like Gold Squadron Classic. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that event, it's before your time, but it is. We'll see what he ends up doing here with these generics. But being able to have potentially focus evade is massive, absolutely massive.
I think one of the things that's also going to come into play is these thermal detonators. They really do affect how people play the game, and these Jedi obviously don't want to take any strain. They do not want to take any damage that's free, effectively, from these bombs. So we've got shots coming in here. It looks like it's time to close the polls.
Close the polls. First shots of the game.
Yep, and someone's just pointed out as well in the chat. You're absolutely right. Steve can fly one of his strikers through a gas cloud, still do a focus, as long as he bumps.
It's 2 hits, by the way. 2 hits. Sorry, we had an issue with the dice box. Ooh, my own fault. Only 1 focus was rolled. Working
6 damage on blue.
Yep. First blood there.
Why 2 damage?
It was just 2 hits, wasn't it?
He decided not to spend the focus.
Oh, he's holding on to it. Interesting. He must be feeling pretty confident about his shot.
Maybe he's thinking that he's going to lose the ship anyway, so...
Might as well have a modified shot back. Paul spending for 3. 1 of 8, taking 2 more.
See, now if he'd have spent the focus there, he'd still be alive. But what it does mean is dedicated now kicks in. Not dedicated, disciplined.
Disciplined, yeah.
That's the one.
There you go. They're pretty close in name. And there's another shot coming in. And by the way, for anybody who's not familiar with that discipline card, I know Darren read it earlier. It's when after a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 is destroyed, if that ship is limited or has discipline, and all of these have discipline, that ship may perform a target lock or a barrel roll action. So getting that action economy up. And because we're at that same initiative 3, this ship is not leaving, and he's got a fully modified shot against that Jedi, and that's going to be 2 hits and a crit.
Blue won't be fully modified because he can't. It's another friendly ship.
Oh, another friendly ship. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was looking at. I got excited about yellow, and that's going to be a force. And was that one through the cloud?
No, blue wasn't through the cloud. Yellow is. So I'm a little bit confused that he didn't choose green Jedi Knight, but then yellow might be just out of range of green Jedi Knight. Yeah, he is. So he chose to go into red. So he's put in all his shots into one target. The downside to that is it's going to be through a gas cloud now.
Yep. All right, cool. So 2 shields down there. Next shot. This one is through the cloud, going from yellow.
Choosing not to spend the lock.
He's going to hold on to that. It's because it's through the cloud. He's got 4 dice. The force is down. Oh. Ooh. Well, the 1 crit is going to sneak through. It's going to bump off that last shield. I mean, yeah, you can't count on a roll like that, though.
No. And the other reason to keep the target lock there is it means that you've got a better shot coming up. These strikers can't take the target lock action normally, so they can only get it through disciplined, which means if he had the ability to pick up a lock later on just by doing an action, you might think about spending it there. But I think it's probably a good call to. Regardless of the blank outs on the dice roll.
Yeah, I mean the action costs you a death of your ship.
Yeah.
So like that that is a hefty price.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting now. I would expect to see these strikers get stuck into the middle and create a little bit of a fur ball, if you want to call it that, in between these 3 gas clouds here. Because then that'll allow them to bring their bombs to bear.
100%. Now, for our audience, I know if you were watching yesterday, you know that I told you that I had some pretty awesome stream prizes for today. Our stream prizes include 2 custom painted ships and a giveaway for one of the new Squadron packs. So watch out. I'm actually putting up the new sub counter right now. Running a little bit behind today with getting that set up. Sorry about that. But, if we hit those goals, it will be worth it. Today, I was just looking at our event list because we did hit our goals yesterday. Today, we got 1 sub so far, so I'm adding that to the bar. And additionally, I'm going to be going into my stats here, into my Twitch stats, and I'm going to also give you guys credit for every sub over 200 that was done yesterday. So I'm going to be doing that here in the background as these players are getting that together. Let's see if I can go ahead and find it. This is Saturday. So we got 200 yesterday. There was a total of 239. So that means we are already at 40. We are already at 40. I'm going to go ahead and update that on our side. And it looks like they're ready to go. Here come the Jedi. Trying to get that going. 2 straight. I'm surprised he went so slow. I was expecting him to try to be a little bit more aggressive with that Jedi Knight.
For some reason, that's not showing on my TTS.
You didn't see the ship
no,
move?
it is. Sorry, yellow did move.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. He moved so little bit. I wasn't, I was expecting a little bit more. A little bit more. All right. Okay, and it looks like setting up the box to just kind of making a kill zone right there in the center. Though if these, what would be the move here? Bank left.
Bank left, hard one right.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at as well. But you have to have a lot of confidence in that because the hard one to the right only really works
if you go there.
Yeah, if you go there, that's it. Nowhere else.
I think you probably see the one bank right, to be honest, from yellow, and then maybe just straights from the other two. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Goran turn to the left and try and come in on the flank, because Goran isn't going to want to follow these strikers because they're going to start to want to start to drop bombs.
Oh.
I mean, one thing I would absolutely love to see in this game with Goran is the high-level play of bump with the ailerons, take a red focus, and then do a white 2 forwards to cancel out a K-turn or a sloop. Like, just if that sloop would put you in the wrong position, you've then got that option of doing that as well.
I like that.
Like, completely kind of very corner case, highly unlikely to ever come up, but it's just another one of those plays that you just have to think about.
Okay, you should see the
So there we've got a bump.
All right, there's the first one. Get that red focus. And one bank to the left.
Take the evade.
And that's the other thing, Darren, is one of the things that can be a challenge with managing these strikers is that the ailerons gives you a lot of speed. This lets you manipulate that speed. You're slowing yourself down and giving yourself those actions.
But not only that, by doing it this way, it now lets yellow do the exact same thing. Yellow can now bump into the back of red. Because he's leapfrogged and started at the back, yellow can now ailerons into red, take the focus, and then blue maneuver over red to then take the evade. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, because he started at the back. That's a great. I hadn't factored that in, but yeah, that order of activation there of I move the back one first, so I can now bump the front one.
And again, Goran is the one that's allowing for this. That I'll read that ability as because we're seeing it a lot. After a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 with a lower initiative than yours, partially execute a maneuver, and those ailerons are maneuvers. They're classified as maneuvers. You may perform a red focus action, or they may perform a focus action. Actually, it says it. Excuse me.
Okay, so Goran going into the center. Surprised a little bit by that, but hey, he's in the cut. I'm not playing.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, this combo, huge fan. I like it. It does so right now. It does make yellow the primary target because it's the only one that doesn't have focus evade. But as you can see, the red Jedi Knight, their line of sight is going to be through a cloud, so you're less likely to end up being able to remove that ship in one turn.
Yeah,
this is a combo. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I wouldn't be surprised if we saw red Jedi Knight go down this turn.
And here we go. This is Goran going into the green Jedi Knight, spending the focus, playing aggressive, 3 hits. The roll, 1 evade, couple of shields going down on the green Jedi Knight.
Yeah, I mean, the red-black squadron's in a great position as well to put some pain into the green Jedi Knight.
All right, and it looks like
they're all going into red.
Yep. Yeah, determined. That is unobstructed right there. So he's got 4 unobstructed shots going into that red. Remember, they are the same initiative. So even if red goes down, remember, it is focus evade. So there's a chance that it lives with some bad rolls on the Jedi side. But even if it does end up being destroyed, still has an opportunity to shoot. So I think it's going to be up to Paul. It's going to be up to Steve. See how he actually spends his tokens. Oh my goodness. Well,
you spend that lot.
Yep. Can I buy a reroll? That's better. He's got the Force. He should be able to spend it for...
Red doesn't have the Force. He used it to fine-tune.
He did. Just one. Well, that... the crazy thing about that, Darren, is it makes it... It now almost feels like it was the wrong decision to shoot red. I know that it's not. But now, you've used one of your shots, and that ship is still focus evade.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah. I think because of the range 1 shots that he's getting, you've still got to go. You're still going to red. Mm-hmm. I think here. I mean, if you can get him to spend the focus, then it's better.
No Force available on this one. He does have a focus, and he's going to spend it. Ooh. That is aggressive.
Yeah, he spent the focus here.
There you go.
Still keeping the evade. Probably a little bit under on the red dice there for the Republic. Mm-hmm. But, yep, yellow's going to go into the red striker as well. He's spent the focus now, so it means that it removes his offensive mod. Or is he going into green? Which one's he going into? No, he's going into red.
And that'll end up being 3 hits from the yellow Jedi.
Yep. So at least one's going through.
Spend the evade and half points on the red striker.
Can blue finish the job? The danger is that if blue finishes the job, it just gives green and yellow the options of taking a target lock.
This is true. Now, one of the things, though, is that both those strikers are pointed at different ships. They won't be able to focus fire somebody. And that is going to be, let's see, that's going to just be 2. And that's going to be dead.
Yep.
So
this might be a quick game.
Been destroyed. We're going to get discipline to trigger now.
Yeah, so yellow already has a target lock on red. And, yeah, green takes it on red as well. I think if I was yellow, I'd switch it to green. I know he's going into yellow.
Yeah. He might not be 100% confident that he has a arc on green.
Yeah, possibly.
And we'll get up close and personal here on the
range 1 here.
4 dice and
spend the lock.
Yep. 100%. You're gonna get 3 there. Jedi Knight only has 2 agility. And you're going to be pushing 2 through there, left at 1. Oh, man, the temptation here to shoot yellow through red is going to be strong. But here we go. This is the destroyed striker, the last breaths going into the green Jedi Knight. 2 hits.
Could get half points here. And does.
Mm-hmm. Shield down. So Steve taking some points with him, even though he is currently behind 74-50.
So you now got an option with yellow. Do you go into the red Jedi Knight? He's going into green.
Yep, he wasn't 100%. And that is, as you guys can see, that's super close arc. And got 3 hits. A blank out kills the Jedi. He's left at 1.
Which is interesting, because he's now got 2 Jedi Knights that are left at 1 hull, which puts him in real danger of these bombs.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's what's happening this turn, isn't it? Like, thermal detonator time, baby.
Yeah. Green and yellow, just drop some bombs.
Gotta love it. So, really quickly here, there was a couple people who had asked me a question. I'm trying to find it in the chat. Atticus is saying, "Are there any Patreon spoilers today?" So yes, I don't have the images ready, but we confirmed. I will tell you that the upcoming Patreon sets for the next couple months are going to be focused on squadrons. Okay, not necessarily the game. I mean, it was kind of inspired by the game, but we're going to be starting with Alphabet Squadron. Now, I know that those pilots don't currently exist in the game, but what we do have here is, I'll bring up a piece of art here in a minute that that'll show off some of the pilots, some of the art that we're using for that, and depending on the level, you'll get a certain number of those pilots. And the complete set has all 5 of them in there. It is pretty awesome. Art by Wade Pichet. And he's going to be doing an entire series. We've talked through it for each faction. So it is inspired by Alphabet Squadron. And my goal is, at first, obviously the pilots are not going to be represented. You know, Chas, Will, Soren, you know, all these pilots that I'd like it to be. They're just not in the game yet. So soon. And when they come in, I will definitely be transferring some of that art to those pilots because it's meant for them. All 5 for the generals? ? This is true. This is true. And yeah, I'll bring up that art here in a little bit. Are we getting the bombas? Are we there yet?
He's just setting the dial for the interceptor. Then we of course we're getting the bombs. Why would you not? Looks like the Jedi are set.
Bombs away. Yellow. Oh, yep. We gotta clear. Jonah, let them know. There's 2 yellow target locks out there. We gotta clear off the one on the red Jedi Knight. There we go. Easy. Shout out to District Foundry in the chat. Says, "What's up, my glip glops? I miss you, Ken."
Kencho!
District Foundry going to be making some awesome prizes for the Galactic Championship Series. Also, if you haven't checked out the shop, !DF, use the code ACE21 for 21% off today.
And here come the bombs.
And let's see if
you got 1 or 2 here. Yeah, going with 2.
I think you go with all of them. This is your chance to really do some stuff.
It does mean that Goran's going to have to just disengage.
Yeah. Run away! I'm thinking probably a 3-bank. 3-bank boost, right? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because what you can't account for is if the Green Jedi just decides to YOLO it and blocks. Because a hard one barrel roll back would block the 5 straight. So blue and green Jedi Knight have got to turn right to try and get out of the way. Oh, no, 5K'ing it.
Oh, there we go. I will gladly accept these bombs. Now, we got to remember, these bombs go off at the end of activation. That means that if either one of those lands a damage on that green Jedi Knight, it is dead, destroyed, removed from the table. Red is about to eat 4 bombs.
4?
They don't get to shoot because you have not entered the engagement phase. There's no simultaneous fire for those ships.
And checking for the strain. Yep, takes strain as well. We could see 5 strain on that Jedi Knight and
wow,
and 0 damage. I mean, for those that were watching last week, we saw Bastion take 10 bombs to the face.
Yep.
He survived. There's a chance. Very slim chance, but Jonah, run the stats. What's the odds of not taking a hit on 4 red dice?
I'm not taking a hit. Well, average is 2 hits on 4 red dice, so I would say to avoid it entirely, it would be is a crit, and I guess you're counting that, right?
Yeah.
So it's 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, and that is 5 to the 4th. It's about a 7% chance that he takes 0 hits.
That's a lot. That's not as low as I thought, but yeah, okay. So we see the yellow striker there doing the ailerons move through the cloud, and also doing the signals loop.
I want this cloud. They're fluffy. Takes the first
candy.
Cotton candy. I like it. No strain on that one. Now, while this is not, the 10 bombs that got dropped last week during the vet. Oh no!
Oh, and that's what I was saying about being blocked for the straight maneuver.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he was willing to risk that going straight. Oh man! Well, here we go.
This is where you clench.
Let's see how many of these. Like I was saying, this is not the 10 bombs that happened last week. This is still a lot of bombs in one focused area. And
so green's dead.
Green is dead.
Oh no, green. Oh yeah, sorry, green.
Green or red. I don't know. Take a pick.
Yep.
I guess that one was for green. There's no need to roll anymore for that.
Technically, you do. Because pulling out the cards.
You're correct. You're right. And
Red's dead.
Is that one for the red one?
Yep.
Wounded pilot. Oh, fam, well, he gone.
He's following the rules. Next bomb.
Goran sadness.
Oh no, they've just removed the ships.
Yep, they're just like, yeah, they're dead. And we'll see what he gets out of here. Now, Goran could end up being half points here. Yellow
so
Jedi Knight first. That's a damage. Next, blue Jedi Knight. That's 4 for 4 in a row.
Maximum disrespect here. We see a blank. No.
No. Bombs have been perfect.
Yep.
Bombs have been absolutely perfect. And here we go. One more set of thermal detonators going off. Can we bat 1,000?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Another shield down. Go in on blue. There we go.
Let's see what the interceptor gets. That's rough.
And
the good thing is the interceptor's not being shot at this turn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, doesn't have a shot.
Yep. All right, just quick overlay. You got it. You got it.
Got you, fam.
So that puts the score at 100 to Steve and 97 to Paul.
Huh. And yellow is one away from half points as well. You got some strange strikers. Yeah, these guys. This is a violent match. Lots of back and forth here.
Jonah, we're one shield down on the blue Jedi Knight as well.
Thank you, Darren.
No worries.
Landbolo in the chat says, wow, the Republic cannot roll a hit on attack, but rolls how many on thermal dets? I mean, yeah, that's the answer. Yes. Here is the yellow Jedi Knight Going into the yellow strained striker, 3 hits.
Ooh.
Well, that striker's down to 1.
But he's not taking any more shots this turn.
That's true. And the yellow striker also has a target lock. Has a mod available. And we'll see what comes of it. You got 1.
Spend it here.
Reroll.
No, he's choosing not to.
Oh.
Did he forget they had the lock?
And that yellow Jedi Knight is going to get out clean.
So
21-12 PJ.
Yellow Black Squadron should have lost a strain. Is that right?
Yeah,
'Cause,
he
they all
was
shot at,
shot. Yeah.
There we go. They've got it.
All right. Well, the Jedi Knight's not losing any damage there. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive.
Yeah, I mean, pulling ahead again by Paul, but it's difficult because now Blue Jedi Knight's going the wrong way. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw a sloop or a K-turn from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow's in for a rough couple of turns. Because these strikers are now going to do a slow maneuver because they don't ailerons, so I would expect to see just a one bank or a one forwards. And then he's got to contend with the bombs on the disengage. Also got Commander Goran, who has an open dial, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something just like a hard one to the right, just to come in behind this Jedi Knight. He's the ace in this game. Yes, he's given up half points, but still an interceptor.
All right, and taking you saw this is now. Steve went and said, "You know what? I need that maneuver chart. Just double. There's something on there that he wasn't 100% sure on." And you know what? I like the move. If you can have the information for yourself rather than asking your opponent about maneuvers, you don't want to necessarily tell them what is it you're thinking about.
Yeah,
there's something there. Yeah, it's. You know, you don't want to say, "Hey, what are your blues?" Or, is your 2 bank? You know, you don't want to give that extra information out there. So I like him. You know, reaching for the resource. It's easy to do, and it's fast.
Yeah, and probably just questioning what's a blue maneuver on the Delta 7.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously with that ship being stressed, chances are it's doing a blue maneuver.
Yep, and did the 1 bank.
So there we see the sloop that we talked about. It could be that he's decided with the yellow squadron scout just to YOLO it and bump into yellow to reduce the number of shots that's coming into yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have that target lock, so it's... Do you just trade ships there?
All right. And
Going for the roll.
Yep. You got to protect the health now. You got to protect the health.
Yeah, and the other thing is if yellow dies, then guess what? Green already gets a target lock. He gets the mod, so...
So remember, no ailerons when they're stressed. So that's why it's just a 1 forward, and they will be duking it out there at range 1. Has a focus. Goran, that is a tactical strike, and I believe we are now joined by GSP co-host Marcel Manzano.
Hey, so I said I was going to be half hour late. I didn't know it was going to be a half-hour game. This is how most games look when they're with 3 minutes left. I missed some violence.
It's been bloody.
All right, and here's Goran at range 1. 4 dice.
We'll have Predator on this. Ooh.
Could be digging for 4. Nope. Hit and 2 crits.
At least one's going through.
That's hit crit.
Yep. So the crit's going through onto the ship.
What do we get, Marcel?
We got. Wait, did you say hit crit or was it 2 crits?
Hit crit.
Well, it's a shield and a crit.
Shield crit, yeah.
Oh, okay, shield crit. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a damaged engine. I don't know if it'll matter.
Yep. So that increases the difficulty of those turn maneuvers. And yeah, I mean you're right. The ship is in a rough spot right now.
So actually, I'll ask after this engagement.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a question about this match.
Blue
So
Jedi
who
Knight.
do you shoot now with blue?
It's a great question.
He's going
You
into
gotta go at
Interceptor.
Torin, yeah. Because you're assuming yellow's probably gonna take yellow off the table.
Yeah.
So you want to, if you can take 2 ships and just leave it as a 1-on-1, you're still in a good spot.
And that is a good place to be.
Spend the force.
Yeah, all day, man.
So it needs all paint.
Nope.
Oh, so close.
Gorin is gone.
Okay, now you get target locks. The question is, do you target lock both on yellow or do you start?
Oh,
because yellow only has he's got 2 left.
So yellow's got a target lock on yellow already. I think
Okay.
with green you take the target lock on blue. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Oh man, this could have been. I know it's not that situation, but this could have been a spot where if that striker was at 45 degrees or at an angle where a barrel roll could potentially get you out of arc. You got to watch out for that when people play disciplined. Like that can end up making a big difference. Not obviously
especially
not the
if
situation.
you got proton rockets.
Oh.
Did someone hurt you yesterday, Marcel? Did they dodge out of your? There we go.
That was Dion got hurt.
Yeah, I did.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
But I mean, this could also hurt. Obviously, if the yellow Jedi Knight had something like CLT or Predator. I know they can't take a talent slot, but it's one to watch out for. That bullseye arc is more and more relevant in 2nd edition.
And here we're gonna have that range 1 shot. The other thing that the barrel roll does do for that ship, assuming that it lives, if it does live, it gives you a little bit more room to ailerons next turn.
Yep.
And that's going to be 2 hits, possibly 3 if the Jedi Knight decides to spend the focus.
Spend it to guarantee it.
Yeah, you have to guarantee it at this point. You can't. You've got 8 dice coming at you. You're not going to live.
Yeah. Spend the force. You've got the focus, so. Yeah, there we go.
And there you go. The 2 do go through. Like you said, it's good to guarantee the destruction of a ship. And he's still got to focus. There's still a chance. Oh, wait, no. It's simultaneous fire.
Already engaged.
Oh. Wait. No, Paul's the first player.
Yeah, so yellow's engaging now. I think he just deleted the ship early.
Well, here, this is... he's cloaked. No ship that small has a cloaking device. Oh, from the grave! From the grave!
So, needs paint and not a direct to survive.
No, he's dead. He's only rolling 2. That's 4.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. He's dead.
All right. Well, and the green striker has a target lock on that blue Jedi Knight from downtown. We'll see if that shot ends up mattering. Looks like, are they just double checking the arc?
They're just replacing him, yeah.
Yeah, got it. Cool. I mean, they don't have to re-roll the attack. They did it already. What are they doing?
They decided to rewind time.
But, okay.
Well,
Okay, that's weird, but same result.
He's dead. He's already dead.
both timelines restored.
All right. Well, takes a few damage. Yellow Jedi Knight gone. Yeah, and just a quick note on initiatives. Just a reminder: ships are not removed from the table until the end of the initiative step. So that yellow, the yellow Jedi Knight and the yellow striker would technically not be removed until after the green striker finished shooting here. Ooh, got hit crit.
Hit crit.
Is he willing to spend the lock? Nope. He's gonna hold on to it.
You do.
Safe.
You see, I spend it every chance I get, especially if they've only got like a single mod, like a single focus.
Well, he can't get it back, right? He got that target lock from Disciplined. So once he...
Yeah, but you're trying... He's down by 6 points. He's got the initiative, so he's got 30 minutes to play around. So he's definitely got the advantage.
And he's got the bombs.
And he's got the bomb, so he's got the advantage, even though it's a little hard to land the bomb at this point with only one, no way to block them because they've got the double reposition. But yeah, I would after 2 hits, I would probably have spent it, try to get the half, because he needs half on that ship in order to win without taking half himself.
True, and that Jedi Knight didn't have the Force available on that defense, so there was a chance there. Now, to answer a quick question in the chat, I think it was Marsh Glyph had asked me earlier, saying that he was having some issues. He said, "Sorry to bother you, but I'm doing the Google Forms of Galaxies, and I think my first form, I did my Gold Squadron ID wrong. Can I PM you on Discord?" Yes, please do, so we can get that corrected. You don't want to accidentally send your Gold Squad, your prizes to somebody else. You put the wrong ID, that's what you do.
So I got a question about this game. Yesterday, I played also a Discipline List Initiative 3. The want to know, but I played it at 200. It was technically 198 after the sensitive controls went to 0, but it was still at 200. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, so he's bugging out. Okay, so no engagement this turn. Just Blue was able to get the target lock. The question that I have is, how much did the bid come into play, like moving second? Because that's what I found. The 2 matches that I lost yesterday were against other I3s, and I was moving first, so I wasn't being able to take advantage of the discipline for attack. So just wondering, like, how much the bid and moving second and getting to, if your ship dies, it dying first come into play.
In this match, there wasn't much blocking shenanigans that happened. Really, the advantage in this matchup was the fact that because of those ailerons and that cheeky stuff that you can do with Gorin, he was able to use those ailerons with perfect information, which I think that's what really made a big difference. All right.
Did you not take an action there with the striker?
Barrel rolled.
Yeah.
I think they're playing a little fast and loose right now.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep it loose.
Yeah, Paul jumped the gun just a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so they're out of range here. And for anybody who is new to Gold Squadron, welcome. I know that sometimes we do get some new viewers who sneak in the audience. They're curious about what is this game that we are playing. This is X-Wing, the tabletop miniature game. Specifically, we're playing version 2.0. It is the latest version of the game. We got plenty of resources on our website and on our YouTube channel. If you have any questions about the game, want to learn how to play, go ahead and get in contact with us. If you're not part of our Discord community, we got awesome players there who are always willing to help. You can get in contact with GSP hosts directly, and we can help you out and get you rolling. If you've never played on Tabletop Simulator, check out our series on YouTube. And here we go. Oh, look at this guy. He's saying, "I will eat the cloud."
Yeah, but he's eating it on the way out as well. So that's the first one, and then he clears it, and then he rolls again.
Yeah. And doesn't get an action. Yeah, this might be bye-bye striker.
Actually, it's not 2 of them. Oh, he did a blue maneuver or a white maneuver?
Blue maneuver. So
he should only have 1.
Yeah.
Strain, not 2. He did.
So was the determination saying, I would rather have this, I'm going to take this risk and try to get behind the Jedi Knight? Was that what's going on here?
I don't know. It's a really tough one because the striker's in the weaker position. The Jedi's got a target lock and it's got the Force. Not got great red dice. But ooh, that might have just saved the striker there. You spend the force, like you've got the focus. There's no reason to not.
And that striker's taking a damage. He actually rolled too many dice, didn't he?
Yes.
Yep. He's got to re-roll. So
Yep,
no damage. I know it feels bad when that happens, but that's the rules. You roll too many dice, you got to roll again. That's good or bad. Remember, it works on both sides, but we only remember when it feels bad. Trust me.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, they rolled it back earlier for the deleted chip as well. So
yeah.
I think you spend the lock now. Choosing not to.
Yeah, that crit would have gone through potentially. No, actually, that half he would have been a half. So then he would have been in the lead, getting chased. With 23 minutes left, I don't know how much you can rely on just arc dodging, though.
I don't think you can. I think if the Jedi was second player, then there's more chance of them being able to arc dodge because they've got that double reposition. The striker, just with the barrel roll, a lot harder. Yes, it's got the ailerons, but you're still having to commit to a maneuver first.
Man, I want to see this. Yeah, so the if you're the Jedi Knight, are you? Where are we going here? Does the 5 straight fit? Are you hitting the gas?
I'm doing a hard one to the left. I'm just doing a hard one to the left and see if he shoots past me. Because I know that bomb is coming.
Going for the 5K.
Oh,
I am not doing that.
Ooh, this could give him the half points.
That's right. Steve only needs 1 hit on that Jedi Knight to be ahead.
Yeah.
And the sloop, these guys this is joust. Turn around again.
Yeah, that's where that one hard to the left would have caught him, range 1.
Mm-hmm.
So what does this give us? So there's a 50-50 chance of giving up half points?
Yep. And takes a strain. Now it's going to be
Still matters.
There's defending. We'll see if this is through the cloud or not. I think it might be just unobstructed, the line of sight between the two.
Now, he's passed up on the rerolls multiple times, including that last one. I think he might just not know it's there.
The target lock?
The lock.
Yeah, the target lock.
You should know it's there. Maybe he's waiting for the perfect engage.
I think
this is the time right now.
Yeah, so they've got range 3. They're unobstructed. So the striker's rolling 3 die. The Jedi Knight's rolling 2.
Just 1 hit from the Jedi.
The striker should be okay with this.
Safe. Yep. Next shot coming in. Coming back. He has the lock out there. Let's see if he sees it or needs it. 1 hit.
He doesn't know he has it.
It definitely.
I think it's if you look at the ship, it's kind of blended in with the green arc. So I think it's just like lost with the green arc.
Yep. But he just directly pinged it.
Steve just realized that he had it. Yeah, just now.
Yep, that's just been hanging out there for a while. He got it. So he got it a couple turns back on the turn where Commandant Gorin died. It's when he picked it up at range 3. And we were kind of surprised. Marcel, I think that was the first turn you were here. You were kind of surprised that he didn't spend it because that was a turn where the Jedi Knight didn't have any force or any type of mods available either.
Yeah. Now,
I think a 1 bank here from the striker. 1 bank to the right, and then you can barrel roll behind this cloud. Try and get out of arc.
Hmm.
Is that what you were going to ask, Marcel?
No, I was actually gonna. Yeah, that makes sense. I would probably do. Like trying to expect that. I would probably try to put the Delta 7 there to get a block and get a free lock. Like here, boost forward and then get a lock just to have it for the next one. But what I was gonna say was, is there like a correct place to put those locks so that they don't get lost on the board? Like, is there at what point, like, yeah, like
So
you can tell now he moved it to where he can see it.
Yeah, it's on the back of the ship now. I think it might be face down because there's text on it, isn't there?
It depends how you set it up. How we generated it, yeah. So if you get it from the dial, I don't think it does. I don't know. It's been a while since I've. So there's 5K. Are we going to see the signals here?
Getting some room and taking the long way around. The client here on Twitch asking maybe you should put the tokens on the table next to the table. Maybe I think you're saying like on the card. No, I would never want to do that. You got to keep as much on the table as possible. I'm actually not a fan at all of people who put their tokens like modifiers not on the ships.
Especially in real tournaments.
Yeah, you got to have it right on them.
You've had too many stories of stuff magically looking a different way.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misread your comment. Misread your comment. They're saying next to the ship rather than on top of the base. Yeah, 100%. 100%. The locks on large base ships, never put it on top of the base. You will not see it. A lot of us have had those stories. Like you kind of duck down and you go, oh, there are all my tokens.
So could we see? I think hard one. Oh, no, it's going for the hard two. But yeah, we've got a range one possible mutual destruction.
Oh, and then we would have a
final salvo.
Final salvo. Those are the words.
I mean, in this matchup, I'd favor the Jedi, not on final salvo, but in this joust.
And this is going to be a full string. That's a full string if he spends it. He's choosing violence, fam.
It's kind of even because if he dies, oh no, he doesn't get a lock because he's on himself.
Oh,
and he does
he's
die.
Dead.
Whoa.
He is dead. He's got to kill this Jedi.
Yep.
He's got to deliver the same hit and then go for the final salvo.
Yep. So at least he knows he's got a lock now.
Yep. He's got a lock. He's got to focus. It has to be 4. If it's not 4, or if there's not crits in there, this game is over. We're going to have 4. We're going to have 4. Now it comes down to the Jedi.
Just no evades.
Final salvo!
That is crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Oh my God! Final salvo. All right, hold on. I think what we need to do, Jonah. What table are they on?
See, they are at table 1.
Table 1. All right, let them know I'm going to be jumping over there so that I can kind of coordinate what's going on.
That's good.
15 versus 8.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah.
That final salvo.
And so he can kind of coordinate this.
Yeah, sure, Gion, go for it.
How's it going, guys?
What a game!
So that was awesome. Let me let you guys know that was awesome. Lots of back and forth. Very entertaining. Thank you so much. So,
Oh, good. Glad you had a good time.
I had a great time. So I want to say, I'm saying some things for the sake of the audience and then also just to coordinate with you guys. So on the Jedi side for the Republic, it's going to end up being 8 dice because it's the number of red dice on the actual pilot card. Not,
no.
Yeah, 7B does not count for your final salvo, unfortunately. And so, yeah, it is going to be 8 versus 15. I think what will be the most exciting is seeing Steve see you roll first on the 15, and then let's see what Paul gets.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it hits or 1, crits or 2, or is just everything hit is 1?
Hit and crits are equal. Equal to 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is 15 dice.
Okay.
Right. Whenever you're ready.
Are we ready?
Yep. 3, go. We got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1 hit, 5. For 1 crit, 5 hits, total of 6. All right, let's go ahead, clear those off. All right, Paul. Here you go, buddy. There's a chance. Looking for 6 to tie, 7 or 8 to win.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I think I have some bad news here.
Uh-oh.
It's highest printed unmodified primary weapon value.
Yeah, so it's 8.
So use 8 dice.
Oh, 8 dice. Got it. Great.
Yep.
Fantastic. Ignore me.
Yep.
I thought you were going to be rolling 12.
No. And just a bit short
Well
with
done.
4. Great game, guys.
What can I say?
The dice gods have spoken, princess.
Yeah, I know. It was a great game,
You
and
flew that like a champ. Oh, man.
Well,
this
and
is what happens.
yeah, thank you guys so much for participating and letting us have our fun here for the stream.
Thanks, Dion.
No problem. Well, Steve, you're moving on to the top 8. Paul, congratulations
What's the score?
for making
what
the top
score do we put
16. It's going to be 200, and you just
Okay.
mark Steve as the winner, and TTT would take care of the rest.
All right.
Yep. And Steve, I think this breaks your streak of losing on
It
stream.
broke my streak.
All right?
It did. Woo.
Awesome.
And I
awesome.
have
Well
that result submitted for you now. So you
Oh, thank
guys
you.
are all set.
I need a breather.
All right, fantastic, guys. I'll get out of your hair. Thank you again so much, and Paul,
Okay.
well fought, man.
Well fought, Paul. Really well fought.
It was fine. I can't complain.
Great. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, I'm back, and Isofane dropping 10 subs in celebration of the final salvo. Man, woo, crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. That was that was, and even having the 15 roll first and giving him an opportunity, like